Good afternoon from the Canon Academy. We are Homeschool, and I am a homeschool grandmother. I just wanted to touch today on how to be creative and save money while you homeschool. For instance, you do not necessarily have to spend a fortune on curriculum. Some curriculums come with services that the teacher's manual not only tells you what to do, but you can pay for extra service where they hold you accountable and you have to send in different things. And then it kind of becomes a little bit like schooling at home, where you don't feel like you have a lot of say. True homeschooling, you as the parent or guardian have the say in what is happening and what your child is learning and when and how. So, ways to save on different textbooks or workbooks or supplies that you might use. Doesn't mean that you necessarily have to look for sales like the back-to-school sales and things like that. Who knows how that's going to work this year in 2020 with people staying home. So the first place I would say to look is places like yard sales, the Goodwill book bins. You can go to the Goodwill stores themselves, but they're outlet stores where they have the huge bins. They just throw textbooks in there and other books, and if you don't mind digging, you can find some really great finds. And usually if you go the first Saturday of the month, it's 50% off, so you can buy twice as much. Second would be to check out secondhand children's stores like Once Upon a Child and things like that. Also eBay and Amazon. Now when you buy even from eBay and Amazon, you might want to do the like new, brand new if you can find them, or good. If it's acceptable, it might mean that you are going to use a lot of whiteout or several erasers to erase pages, or possibly have to retype the page yourself and stuff, or white it out, run it through a copier until you can't see those outlines, and then use it. More places to shop would be educational books stores and things. They offer a lot of variety, and you can teach workbook style, and you can buy workbooks for specific subjects as well as grade levels. Let's see. And I really like to look in the clearance sections of all of these stores, even if I'm online at the educational stores. If you hear of a teacher or a school that's having a sale of used educational books and supplies, jump in your car and head that way as soon as possible. Those are great places. Watch for closeouts and auctions for educational stores. And if someone wants to give you their used curriculum, take it. If they offer you paper, especially construction paper and printer paper and things like that, snatch it. You're going to use it over time. And any other supplies that they want, and then be sure to thank them. What you decide out of what someone gives you that you can't use, if you're not going to be able to use it in the future so that you can pack it away, then just resell it. Either online through eBay, Amazon, Marketplace on Facebook, a yard sale, something like that. Now, I have actually been given construction paper from several different people, and sometimes they've used it, and so there's little short pieces and things like that. But I keep those because sometimes there are activities that you can do with those too. I've received computer paper before that actually is the old style where they had the little spindle holes like this on it. And for instance, my dad gave me boxes and boxes of those back when my daughter was 4 years old. She's in college now, soon to graduate next year. And I spent countless hours ripping those seams off and tearing sheets of paper away, but we had an endless amount a paper that I could run copies on, that we could make charts with, that she and the other children that I've homeschooled over the years could use for not only for art, but for other activities that were required in different subjects, and things like drawing maps and illustrating something that they had read, things like that. Let's see. And let me see, I've got notes here, so I'm sorry. You can also use your own books and stuff, or visit a library. If the library is too far away, I would suggest still applying for a library card and then going on their site and using their ebooks, their databases. A lot of their databases offer lectures and papers and things on various different subjects. They even have foreign languages you can learn on their websites. They review books of all types and things like that. So you might think of that. And then my son gave me a box of these old computer labels. Now, his children are little, and they're the ones that I homeschool right now. And they are soon to be 3 and a 4.5-year-old. And his idea was to let them color and make their own stickers that they could stick on pages or on their arms or something like that. Now, of course, I have used them on my file folders to rewrite what's in those. But you can also make your own award stickers on them and things like that. Bingo markers, and I meant to grab one before I started the video, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You can find them in any craft store. I know Michael's and Joann's carry them and stuff, and they just have like the little rounded felt tip on them. And the bingo players, they use them to dot the numbers that are called. So you can do dot pictures with those, or the children, if they're small, they can learn to do their lines, similar to what I have back here, the up and down, across, the diagonals. They can draw circles with them and things like that, make pictures, and it's a little less messy for the parents. I would advise putting down an old style vinyl tablecloth or a shower curtain or something on your table or your floor before you let them do it, because some paper absorbs really fast and it goes straight through. Another thing you can do is, and this took me about 15 minutes last night, I took this particular coloring book that I had. I spent $1 for it, I believe, at Dollar Tree. And what it has in it are several pages. Okay, what I did was on this page, I put how many. Let's count them together. And so we would count all the dogs. And at some point, I may run copies of this on my printer, and after we count it, we would learn to write that number, which in this case would be 7, and then I would let the children color the picture. Now this one, I decided to say which one is the biggest and which one is the smallest. And even a 2-year-old child, because I did this with the youngest one a few months ago, can point to the biggest and the smallest. And there's no writing involved, and then they can just color the picture. For older children, and this has been used by someone else that I had homeschooled, they can do word searches and stuff. This particular person didn't do that. They just went a little crazy and traced everything instead of looking for the words. They don't necessarily have to be a good reader. If you teach them to look, okay, we are looking for a word that starts with a C, and we find a C. Now, is there an H anywhere near that C? Yes, here's an H. Is there an A anywhere near that H? Yes, here it is. Are the other 2 letters there? Yes. Now, we're going to start here at the top of our C. We're going to draw a line across, and we're going to come down. And when we get to the E, we're going to go back across and back up to our C. And so you can teach even a kindergartner or an advanced 4-year-old how to do a word search, even if they can't read. There's also a page in here that is like, how many words can you make from these? To the rescue. As you can see, someone already started it. They wrote best and cute and the, and there's several more. It has, of course, the mazes and things like that. Then I took one of the pictures and I said, color the letters purple, color the hat orange, color the shirt brown, and I highlight the color words. And I like pages with big areas to color better for the smaller children and stuff. On here I said, color the number 1 red, the number 2 is blue, and the badge is yellow. And then I put numbers in the spots. And I'm almost out of time, so I'm going to do some more. There's a rhyme time page. So this book alone could do from age 2 probably to 3rd or 4th grade because of the word searches, the making words out of other things, listing rhyming words and stuff like that. So you have something for the older kids and something for the younger children as well. Another thing is, don't forget that Play-Doh is not just for the little kids. The older ones, from 2nd grade to even 6th or 7th grade, if they're tired of writing math problems or whatever, let them roll it out and Play-Doh into it and stuff. Let them use it for an art assignment to create a sculpture and things. Modeling clay is great for that. You can use it for phonics and spelling as well. Popsicle sticks, links, which the links I'm talking about are these. Then you also have some that people call unit links, which look like little square Legos that you stack up, and you use those to count with. Colorful paper clips, like these, can also be used for links, and you can get these for $1. Popsicle sticks, you can make little space people out of them, so the kids can, when they're learning to write, they can put it down, write a word, put it down, write a word, or they can use their thumb. Use cereal, M&Ms, similar candy items, cookies, small toys to count, do math, and things like that also. Now I want to go back to those links and paper clips and the popsicle sticks and things. You can also use those to measure and stuff. And kids like to do that, and especially when they're trying to see how tall they are and everything. So those are some ways that you can save money while you're homeschooling and just kind of getting into the rhythm of it and everything. My next video will have more to do on how to put together a study for various age groups if you have one textbook at a certain level and everything, or a workbook at a different level. So join me next time at the Kingdom Academy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.